Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? All right, there's Cash App. Let's get this done. Say hi if you're coming on. Say hi. So I can say hi back and see who's on. Comment hashtag replay. If you're watching the replay, so I can see how many people watch after I post this. All righty. There's the Cash. There's the Amazon wish list. All right, you can see the stars comment that's pinned right now. It'll be at the top because I'm going to pin the Cash App. Oh, guys, and I wanted to show you one thing before I got started. I didn't do it during my live earlier because I didn't know. Okay? This wasn't here. It's a box. Came from Amazon. I already opened it. Okay, came in a nice little baggie that you can pull shut like that. Okay? And it said, "Happy birthday from Shannon Klakowitz." It is a food chopper, vegetable chopper. I've been wanting one of these. I had one, a very good one too, and I hadn't opened it yet, but it got left in my storage. So vegetable chopper, so I could chop up all the things I need. I really needed this, Shannon. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Okay, I say it on both. I don't know which one you're coming on. I appreciate the vegetable chopper. Now, if she doesn't come on here, she should, because she commented on my post about coming live. But if she doesn't come on here, I will send her a message, and I will definitely say it again because she probably didn't hear the beginning. Okay, so let's see what this video. I know what I'm supposed to do at the beginning, but I got to go back.
Add some minced garlic to this.
To see if it's
lasagna pasta is one that you're gonna want to try. So let me show y'all how to make it.
I want to see if it says any certain.
In a hot skillet, you're gonna add some minced garlic to this, let it cook for a minute or two, and then you're gonna add 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat to this, and you're just gonna let your hamburger meat start to brown. You're gonna.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some little diced onions. Okay, chopped, whatever. You can do fresh, you can do frozen, whatever you want. It does not have measurements. It tells you how much ground beef, but it does not tell you how much. It's going to be 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and that's not doubled. So you can put as much onion as you want. If you're an onion person, probably put one. Okay, that's about enough. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get my spoon. Let me put this back in the refrigerator and get my spoon to stir, because I'm going to put sorry guys, I dropped some onion. I'm going to put about a teaspoon, small teaspoon. The drawer is hard to close. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put about a teaspoon or so. The exterminators came, they did their little bomb thing. I don't know where they put those cans because I didn't see them in here afterwards. But I put some stuff back, not much, just the silverware, spices over here, the stuff that was on this counter. But I didn't get too much put back. I'll do some more later. Oh, sorry, I already took out the thing. So it didn't say what temperature to put it on. Just said oh, you got to add some olive oil. Let me add the olive oil. I did not add it. I'm sorry. I'll just put it right on top. Just put a little bit. Don't put a lot, depending. Okay, I did put it on top of the onion because I didn't put it before. Usually, I cook my ground beef on medium high, so I'll just put it on that for now. And it says cook it for stir it around for about a minute or two, and then add your ground beef. Okay, so I'm gonna just put about 1.5 spoonfuls. One and a half spoonfuls. Okay, as I use this, I'm going to put the spices over here. They're all over here, but I'm going to put them over here just for now because the ones that go back up in here, because I have to organize it back. Okay. Oh, the ground beef is right here. All right, let's get this stirred for about a minute or two. It says hot skillet, it's not hot, so I should have waited. But I forgot to put the oil in. And heat that up first. So it's going to take a little more than a minute or two, maybe. Okay, so let me give that a minute or two. My mouth is all dry and sticky. We're going to be using chicken broth. It says 2 cups, but you may be adding a little more as needed as it cooks. I'm going to use penne pasta. That's what they look like they use, but it doesn't matter. But it's a one-pot lasagna thing, but you can use lasagna noodles if you want to. But I've had the tricolor penny for a while, so I'm going to use it. It says 2.5 cups of pasta, but you can do more or less, but just know you may have to add a little more chicken broth. But I'm 2.5 I'm going to measure, because usually it says by cups, but it says 2 ounces. 2.5 cups, that's 6. That is 16 ounces. That's about 20 ounces. So I may need, if it's not, I'm going to bring the second box, just in case. I have 3 boxes of it, but I'm going to bring the second box, just in case, because when I put it in there, if it's not enough, I got to run over there, go get it, open it. And I don't want the other pots already in the, well, no, I said boiling water. It's a 1 pot, so it's going to go in this pot that I'm cooking in now. It's all going to stay in the same pot, okay? So I don't have to, I would have had the water started then. Okay, I'm going to use your favorite spaghetti, a jar of it. It doesn't say how much. It just shows they're pouring from, I think, a jar about this size. Hopefully that's enough. I'm going to use some heavy whipping cream. I'll get that out in a minute. Onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, a can of diced tomatoes, chicken broth, and then your spaghetti sauce. So if you're going to get this basic jar, this one is 24 ounces, okay? And then the penne pasta or whatever pasta you want to use. Once the ground beef is almost done, I'll pull out the heavy whipping cream. It was not heating up, so I was wondering what was going on. When I turned it, for some reason I have a bad habit. When I turn it, I always turn the fat side over towards the high or whatever part I need, realizing that, when it comes down, how the part that you want it pointing at is the skinny side, not the fat side. And so because I keep thinking the fat side, the skinny side is pointing at low or 1, so it's not going anywhere. That's why. Always pointing it the wrong way. Not always, but the pan is cold. So now we gotta wait. The heat is getting hot, so give it a minute. Let it heat up. Sorry, guys. I should have had the oil in there and the oil heated up, but I forgot to put the oil in there. I just put the onions in there and forgot. My mouth is sticky no matter what I drink. So give it a minute. And then once it heats up, then we'll give it a minute or two to do its thing, and then I'll add the ground beef. Okay? So just give it a second. Anybody came on here yet? Hi, babe. It's okay. I haven't seen too many. But I've still seen some live. But not too many. But we'll talk about it when you get home. I don't know. I just don't like talking about that on live. Even though I admit it, I have bugs and I'm not afraid to admit it. We are trying to get rid of them, but I just don't want to talk about it on live. Okay? But how did it go at work? Where are you at now? How did it go at work? Where are you at now? It's like, I just try to make everything. All right, here it goes. I hear it bubbling, so we're going to give it about a minute or two just to get the fragrance of it. Okay, so while it's doing its thing, I'm going to open the ground beef because it's wrapped like this. I opened it last night. I mean, not open. I took it out last night, left it in the sink. Yesterday evening. I put it away before I went to bed, but because I wasn't sure if I could leave it in the sink while they came and did their spray thing, and if I put it in the refrigerator, I didn't think it would thaw in time, and then I came back in the house at 2:00 too. It might have thawed out, but I just did it that way just in case. Okay, so let's open this. Okay, when it's ready, I'll just lift it up and dump it from there, okay? I can smell it. I can smell the fragrance of the garlic and the onion. And you can put more or less garlic or onion depending how you like it. How you people like it. All right, let's get going. Okay. All right. So just for a second. Because it's with the spoon it kind of you can, but some people show wooden spoon, but like wooden spoon with that's kind of squarish. But it's easier to it's easier to do it with this. So let's get that done. And I can go back to the spoon once this gets really chopped up. So you may hear some boom, boom noise. Go banging. Sorry guys, I'm trying to push it down and break it up. If you don't have one of these are one of the best things to invest in because they break up your meat real good. And then you can use a spoon, a stirring spoon if you want. Once it gets real broken up and mushed, then I'll put it in the sink and get the spoon back. get any stuff out around it. Okay. There we go. See, my mouth feels sticky. Very sticky, like I haven't drank anything. And I'm sitting here drinking tea, so. All right, let's see. Let me bring.
You're going to start by sauteing some chopped onion in a hot skillet. You're going to add some minced garlic to this and let it cook for a minute or two. And then you're going to add 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat to this. And you're just going to let your hamburger meat start to brown. You're going to season with some Italian season, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and black pepper. Once your meat is finished browning, you're going to drain the grease and add 1 can of diced tomato and 1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce. You're also going to add half a cup.
Okay, so it says while it's cooking, you can go ahead and add, and it says you can go ahead and add, and it names each one, okay? So we're adding garlic powder, Italian seasoning, onion powder. I thought I had some more onion powder. I'm not sure. I got to double check. If I don't, I got to buy some. Black pepper and salt. Yes, I should have bought it with the groceries this week, but I forgot. Okay, so let's put all this in. So I'm going to start out with the salt and pepper. There's no measurements, so guys, it's to your liking. Okay. I know this pepper is almost gone. I wanted to use it up before I started using the electric. You can put them all in at once, or you can. I don't want the bottom to burn. So. All right. So let's get some garlic powder. Now remember the garlic powder. Oh, not the garlic powder. It's the onion powder. Okay. The onion powder. Remember, guys, it has big holes. It has big holes. So it comes out faster. Okay, so and then some Italian. I wasn't sure I finished the other one. I can't find it. So I'm just gonna open this one. Okay. They've got 3 big holes in here too, but it doesn't come out fast like. Okay, so Facebook, the way that I put the thing on top of my sugar container and hold it so it doesn't turn or fall off with the oil jar. But when I come over here, you don't see me as much. So sorry if I get out of picture. I'll try not to. So let me stir this up. Okay, let me put all this over here. I can put the onion powder back. The salt goes right there. So, all right, while that's cooking, guys, I will be right back. I left a can opener on my bed when I was moving everything for the exterminators. So let me go get it. Alrighty, guys. I just gonna need it. Let me plug it in here. Just need it for the diced tomatoes, and it's diced petite tomatoes. Okay, it's petite because that's I don't know. I just bought petite, so. Okay, so that's so. All right, let's throw the ground beef. It's almost done. If you got a lot of grease, you can strain it. If you don't, if you have some but not that much, you can tilt the grease one way and you know suck up the grease with a paper towel like they've been showing lately. And if you don't have it, barely nothing, because I got a 90-10. It depends what you buy. Some people rather have 90 something, but they just can't afford it, so they end up getting 20 something. My mouth is sticking together when I talk. I don't have a lot of grease, so I'll just put it back. Scoot the grease to one side. I mean the ground beef to one side. And I'm slightly tilting the pan so the ground beef does not slide over, just the grease does. Okay. So don't go back over there. Let me see. Put the paper towel in there and just put the spoon on top and move it around. Let it suck up some of the grease. Okay. Throw it away. Let's see what we got out of this. All right, almost all of it's gone. Okay, let's see what's next. I put all the seasonings in there.
Once your meat is finished browning, you're going to drain the grease and add 1 can of diced tomato and 1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce. You're also going to add half a cup of heavy whipping cream.
Hold on.
About this browning, you're going to drain the grease and add 1 can of diced tomato and 1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce. You're also going to add half a cup of heavy whipping cream and about 2 cups of chicken broth to this. Combine together and add 2.5 cups of your favorite type of pasta. Now you need.
Okay. So let's take out the whipping cream. Okay. So you're gonna put in your diced tomatoes. Okay. Diced tomatoes. 1 jar of your favorite sauce. I got traditional. If you want to use, I just put a tiny bit of water just to shake it up. Oh, I forgot I was using chicken broth. I could have put chicken broth in here. Sorry. You want to use traditional, meat flavored, something else, that's fine. About the 24 ounce. It says mix everything and then stir it. She mixed everything. She put everything in here and then stirred it. But I'm going to just stir this up. Okay. Turn it down to 7. Okay, so half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay. Okay, and 2 cups of chicken broth, but you're going to need more because it says add a little bit as it's cooking in case it goes down and gets too dry, because it can happen. So, just don't make sure you just have 2 cups. Make sure you have excess, which this big 32-ounce one is 4 cups. So, okay. Mine looks kind of weird because it's got the some of the heavy whipping cream still in the measuring cup. So, anybody else come on? Nobody else come on here. Come on, people. Stir it up. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, let me go back some.
And about 2 cups of chicken broth to this. Combine together and add 2.5 cups of your favorite type of pasta. Now you need to cover this and let it come to a boil. You're going to want to occasionally stir and add chicken broth as needed until your pasta is finished. Next, add a handful of pizza blend cheese to the top. Combine together.
Wait.
You want to occasionally stir and add chicken broth.
It says
2.5 cups of your favorite type of pasta. Now you need to cover this and let it come to a boil. You're going to want to occasionally stir and add chicken broth as needed until your pasta is finished. Next, add a handful of pizza blend cheese to the top. Combine together and you're ready to eat. So I hope that y'all enjoy this recipe.
So it says add 2.5 cups of pasta, your favorite pasta, and then it says bring it to a boil, stir it occasionally, and you may need to add some more chicken broth until the pasta's done, until it's done as needed. I don't know how you can tell. I guess if it gets too dry, but it doesn't say how long to cook it for. So I'll start out with as long as the box says to cook it. And we'll go from there. So that's about, al dente is 10 minutes. For tender pasta, an extra minute. So I'll do it for about 10 minutes. Then we'll check on the pasta, okay? All right. So we're going to measure this. It says 2.5. So I'm going to get my cup. And I'm just going to do 2 and then half of that. Okay. So let's get over here. Because 1 cup doesn't even look like a lot. That's 2. That's about half, and there's not much. There wasn't much left in the box. So I just poured the rest. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more because it just doesn't seem like enough. I always do. Sometimes I always overdo it, not thinking. So I'm going to be careful this time. Let's see. Okay, I just added another cup more. Okay. Okay, let's stir it up. Let's bring this to a boil. And then I'm going to bring it down some because you keep at a boil. But like when you put the pasta and stuff inside like a hamburger helper or something, you always bring it down. So I'm going to just bring it down to like a 6 or something, or a 5. It does not say on the video, once it boils, bring it down to a simmer and cook for 10 minutes. No, it does not. So what I suggest is you bring it to a boil, stirring occasionally, and then when it boils, I think it said cover it. And then just cook it.
And add chicken broth as needed until your pasta is finished. Next, add a handful of pizza blend cheese to the top. Combine together and you're ready to eat. So I hope that y'all enjoy this recipe.
Okay, so it does say cover it. All right, it's boiling. And it says keep adding chicken broth as needed until the pasta is done. Now, I don't know if we're supposed to keep it. Let me see.
It's 1 pot creamy lasagna pasta. Is one that you're gonna want. Now you need to cover this and let it come to a boil. You're gonna want to occasionally stir and add chicken broth as needed until your pasta is finished.
Okay, so I have it on almost high, so I'm going to bring it down to like 6 because I don't want to take no chances with it burning. Okay, and when I bring it down to 6, I'll let you know if that was good. Or you should have brought it down lower, or you could have left it higher. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. I got to find where I put the spoon rest.
And you're just going to let your hamburger meat start to
Okay, then you cover it. All right, so I'm going to do 10 minutes. It says 10 minutes or an extra minute for soft pasta. But since they didn't say a time, I was going according to when the pasta's done. That's basically what it wants until the pasta's done. So if you're good at knowing when pasta's done or just taste your pasta, you're good. So I'm just going to go according to the box, which it'll give it I can use the box. I'm just going to give it about 10 minutes and then try a piece of pasta and see how it is. Now, you want it every few minutes, you want to stir it. Oh, I'm going to leave this right here in case I need to put the... but yeah, stir it every few minutes because we may need more chicken broth. I don't know how you can tell, and I don't know. I just got to creep up a few things here. I don't know how you can tell when it's when you don't need to add, like it says, add chicken broth if needed until pasta's done, right? But here's the thing, you don't want to add too much chicken broth that it's over liquidy. You know what I mean? Over liquidy at the end. You know? So you want to be careful about not adding too much chicken broth. Okay? That's why you want to watch it. Okay, then at the end when it's done, you turn it off. You can go ahead, you add a handful of pizza blend pasta. Pizza blend pasta. Pizza blend cheese. Now, if you'd rather not add pizza cheese blend, you can add anything you want. I don't know if this is really better with yellow or white cheese, but it's each to their own. And I've heard of pizza blend, but I've never used it this first time. It is a white and yellow mixture. So if you don't have pizza blend, you can add a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white. Hold on, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I was just cooking. What are you?
Yeah, I was DoorDashing right now.
Huh?
I was just DoorDashing right now.
Oh, well, I'm just
I
cooking.
need some money for some food and some gas.
You need some food in the house?
Yeah, I gotta go take that drug test tomorrow too.
So how are you going to get the weed out your system?
Can you not say that when you're live?
Oh, sorry. Oops. I mean, how you?
No, it's too late now. I
Oh,
went to the vape store and got fake piss.
don't say that live either.
Well, you already said something, so.
All right, but I'll call you back right when I'm done. It's not far from being done.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you. Bye. Sorry, guys, my son called me whenever I said ignore. Okay, so let's check this out. It's got plenty of liquid in there. I don't see why, and it's got about 6 minutes. So to me, it doesn't look like it would need any more chicken broth. I wouldn't think so, because you want it to thicken up. And I wanted to make some vegetables with this. I used to always make vegetables with my meal, but I don't know. And then just sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, so I started. It doesn't even look like it needs any more chicken broth. So it may not. So I'm going to close this until if I need any. Okay? So. All right, so just waiting on the pasta to be. Let's see, has anybody else come on? There was a few people who said they were excited about coming on. And if you watch the replay and you click on your screen, 3 dots will come up on the right side, top or bottom. Click on the 3 dots and you'll see somewhere down the list, it'll say follow or turn on live notifications. Turn on live notifications. At the top, it'll say add me to your favorites. That'll help you get your notifications faster. But you don't have to. But near the bottom of the row, it'll say turn on live notifications. You want to check it at least once a week. For anybody you follow, you get notifications about them going live because sometimes they like to turn off the notifications. All right, that's how you turn on notifications. And if you already have them turned on, but like one of my friends, she said she didn't get it till after I started my live. I was like, not a lot way through it, but I could have been 10 minutes through the live. And she said, I just got your notification. But by now, if you come on here or been on here, you should be able to know what time I'm coming live. So if I'm doing dinner and you see my timeline, it'll show. It's usually around 5:30, 6:30, and in my afternoon live, it's 1:30 p.m. Central. It's Central time for everything. And my afternoon live is 1:30. Okay? You know, except for Fridays, I say 3 o'clock p.m. because I'm always busy during the day. But this past Friday, it got so late because we had to wait till 12. It was between 10 and 12 for the Sam's to show up, and everything messed up with that at first, and then it got fixed. And so everything was just stressed out last Friday, and I was freaking out. So and I had to still go shopping at Walmart. I usually do it online, but we don't have a car, so I didn't want to do delivery because ever since we moved here, Walmart delivery has been messed up. I've never got it. Always had to get a refund, everything. So I didn't want to mess it up with this big order. So, and I'm paying 4 payments. So I had to do it somehow online because I needed to make 4 payments on the groceries every 2 weeks. Now you could do this 4 payment thing to buy other stuff like clothes or shoes. You got to look up what store and see if it's on that app. They have other 4 payment apps too, but But I had a pretty high limit on this one. So then I forgot, because I did it once, but I forgot I saw on this app you can buy gift cards. And when you send them to the people or keep them for yourself, you can always change the store that you want the gift card for. As long as you don't accept it and activate it, then you can still change it. But anyway, so I saw how much groceries I had in the cart. So I got a gift card for that amount. It was like $2.40 or $2.45, so I got $2.50. I ended up spending a little bit more at the store, but anyways, that's no big deal. But yeah. So what I'll have to do if I want to do it that way is put all my groceries in the cart, see how much I'm going to spend, and then buy a gift card for that amount. But I hate it when I do that, because when I go in there, I just got to get what I got on the cart on thing, but then I end up buying other stuff. So I hate that. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I got to do. Put everything in the cart, see the price, and buy a gift card for that price. So that's how I'm going to do it. I might try one time with something small, not my major grocery list, something else, to buy from Walmart, see how the delivery is when I move at the end of May, because we'll be on another side. Well, not a huge, long way, but we'll still be in San Antonio, but we won't be on the side we're on now. And I've never had any problems with Walmart delivery anywhere I lived. It was just here. So, all right. So let me stir this up and then check it and see. See, I didn't think I needed any more. All right, let me bring it over here. Let me taste this one pasta. Let's see. It was 10 minutes, but the pasta, I guess from being cooked in there, I don't know. Because the pasta's still hard. So it may, if it was done now, I don't know. But I'm just going to add a little bit more. Okay. That's about it. I hope that's enough. So I don't know. I'm going to go with 5 more minutes because it was kind of hard. Not crunchy hard, but like, get that right. Get that little bit. And then if you want, you can let it set at the end to thicken up. It was between, where it's kind of soft and kind of hard still. It was like an in-between. So yes. I swear, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I'm having this bug problem. And maybe a lot of people do, but not everybody. And I'm clean. I'll be honest, I'm clean, because y'all have seen me on live washing dishes, and y'all have seen my counters. My counters are clean. And I can prove everything's clean. My stove is clean, But they just seem to want to get worse and worse and worse. And my husband went over there Friday, or no, it was Saturday or something, after he came back from plasma, because he was near it. So he went over there and he told them that they're not showing up. They're not showing up when we put ourselves on the list for the bug spray. And when the bug spray person comes anyways, they're like. So they decided they were going to throw a bomb or something off, or something they were going to do. So I took everything out the cabinet and did everything Monday night and Tuesday morning. And they did it, but I don't know if it takes a little while to make effect. Hold on, guys. But I still see some crawling around, and it just bothers me. It really does. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of annoying. That's another reason we're moving because there should not be that. We didn't have, well, in our last apartment, we had some, a very few. Um, then we moved to West Virginia. My son didn't have any. We moved back here. We stayed for like 3 weeks with another friend. Then got this apartment. But when we lived in the one with our roommate, yes, we did have a bug problem there a little bit. But they came, but it wasn't this bad. When we lived in the other one before that, the one on Bandera, where we got that apart, we didn't have a problem. Really, hardly nothing. I think it has to do with upstairs people if you're on the bottom, but we were on the top level there, so that might be why. So I don't know, but I'm very clean. I'm so clean. I'm OCD. Like I'm always sweeping my floor. I'm always wiping my counters. I'm making sure the sink is cleaned out and wiped all around it when we're done washing dishes. I'm always wiping things down, making sure. But it's frustrating me. I don't know if anybody has any great ideas that worked. I mean, there was one time when we lived in Virginia before we moved to Texas. The last house we had when we first moved, after we moved in there, I don't forget how long we were living in there. Um, I noticed there was roaches, so I'll be honest. So I called an exterminator because we were in a house renting. I called an exterminator and I did some kind of year contract or something. And they were supposed to come the initial time and then they were going to come every so often after that to make sure. And the first time they came, they did such a good job that they were gone almost all the way. It was probably like 95% gone. And I didn't have a problem with them again. So you see. Okay, so we got 20 seconds to go. And then I'm going to stir it up and try another noodle. See if it's done. Okay, so let's stir this up. Trying to hold the handle and hold the. There's this thing I saw. I forgot where I saw it. Online or somewhere. It was a spoon rest and a lid holder. So what it does on the back, there was a way to hang the lid. So while you're stirring or doing something, and then there was a spoon rest included. But yeah, because I can tell if it's not done, it may need a little bit more chicken broth. See, you can tell. Okay, that's much, much better. But I'm going to give it like a few more minutes. But that's much better. Much better. Okay? That's much better. Okay? So, I said cook it according to your box of pasta, however long that says. So you can just tell when it needs more chicken broth and how much is good and not good. So you know, I didn't think, how do you know? You just know. But it didn't necessarily work the same way as putting it in boiling water. So, because it was 10 minutes and then I cooked it for another 5 minutes, that's 15. And then I'm going to do it for another few minutes. So that's probably be close to 20. So I'm going to go with 3 minutes and then we're going to try it again. It should be done by then. Okay? Should be done by then. You know, if I didn't put any pots and pans, you know how easy this stove looks to clean if all the pans were off? Because I took all the pans off today, and then before when I had to move them, before the guy came, then I wiped the whole stove down, and it was so much easier with nothing on it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to find a way to put my pans somewhere else instead of just sitting them on the stove. So, yeah. Hold on one second. I just had to send a message to my husband. Okay? Round. I should have put some biscuits in, which I'm going to. It still says 11 to 15, but I'm going to put some biscuits in. I may not, stay live till they're done. But before I had the eight count biscuits. Okay? But now I got 2 5-count biscuits. It was for, I had a hamburger helper. I got a second hamburger helper. I already had one. I mean, I had 2 boxes, but one for one meal. So when I'm ready to make second box, I may have to get another one because. Oh, and I got tuna helpers, so I may have to get more. So I would have needed about 4, but it's okay. See, it's just a little. Let's bring you back closer. See, it's just a little. This is just 5. Okay. Okay, so let me put these down. Let me see which ones. I had 2 different ones. I think I had these are butter tasting. Yeah, you can see the yellow spots all on them. That's a little butter. The other ones were buttermilk. So, okay. My son puts everything in the oven even before it preheats. I don't know why. So I'm going to stir this. Turn it way down. Even though I'm going to turn it off in a minute, it may need a little bit more. Let's try. Okay. That's good. So we're going to turn it off. Okay. I'm going to put the biscuits in the oven. It's not all the way preheated, but I don't have time. So we're going to take out the pizza blend. And it says put a handful or more. You put to your liking, okay? That's how it is. Put to your liking. Okay, if you want a whole bunch or you just want a little bit, whatever you want. Okay? Okay. Just to your liking. Okay. So instead of grabbing some, because it's a small bag, I'm just going to kind of like pour around. Actually, I'm putting the whole bag because it's only an 8 ounce and it's only 2 cups. So the whole bag went in. Yes, the whole bag went in. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here and I'm going to stand it up on the handle. Let me close this. Where's it? Oh, I'm looking all crazy. Put a spoon. Spread it around. All right, stir it in so you can have. And if it's not enough cheese, I could add something else. But I didn't see anything bigger in the teeth, and I really wasn't sure. Because I would use the pizza blend for other stuff too. I can use some mozzarella, some cheddar cheese, you know. Ooh, cheesy. Look at that, people. Can you see that? See that? Can you see that? That's cheese. Ooh. All right, well, it doesn't really need to thicken up, but I'm going to cover it and we're going to wait for them biscuits. See anybody come on here? But, okay, so let me take a picture of this. Let's take the lid off and let me take a picture. Okay. Got a picture of it. Can y'all see that? I will post a picture tonight, this picture. If I didn't post a picture of what I made Friday, the fried chicken on YouTube, guys, I do apologize. I will check it in a minute. And if I didn't post a picture, I will post a quick picture so you can see the plate that I made with the mashed potatoes. And I posted 3 pictures. One was just of the fried chicken. One was my husband's plate. He had no gravy. And then I posted a picture. I added a picture too of my plate because it had the homemade gravy it's called the milk gravy is what it was. If you watch the replay and you saw, if you watch this replay and you saw the Friday's fried chicken, my husband kind of made a face like he didn't like it, but I added a little more salt and pepper and a little bit more milk so it wasn't so thick. And you know, the next day, one night when I did the last of the chicken for the leftovers, he said add some gravy on there, so I did. And he said it wasn't as bad as he thought, but we have some mashed potatoes left, but it's already Tuesday, so I may dump them. We ate some the other night with the chicken. So, yep. Now this time, when I bought the chicken, I was able to separate it in a different way. So like before, I was like, I only need 2 pieces of chicken, but I got 4. I only need 3, but I got 4. I'm supposed to cut 2 in half to make 4, but I have 4 pieces. So if I cut them in half, I'll have 8 because it wanted thinner pieces. So then I had too much because I had it that way for my son because of the way I doubled the recipe and needed more chicken, but it was all wrapped up when he left, so like that. So I had to finish that off first. But yes, it was good. So I'm going to go ahead because I'm going to use a fork. So I'm going to go ahead and try it from the pan for you guys, and then I'm going to get off here. But yes, peoples, I'm going to get some. Woo, cheesy. Oh, it's cheese. Okay, ready? You guys see? You see the steam. I know you can see it. See that steam? Okay. Oh, that is so good. Woo. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you doing? Yes, I just got to the end. I'm waiting on my biscuits. I will show you the picture though. This is what it looked like. I took a picture of it. It's one pot lasagna pasta. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. See that? That is my one pot lasagna pasta. Though it doesn't, you can use lasagna noodles and just break them up when you go to put them in the pot, but you can. I used penny pasta, but I used the tricolor because I've had this for a while. The tricolor penny pasta. I used part of this box, but I used another whole box. But yes, I used this tricolor penny pasta, or however you say it. So there you go. I use that. Okay. So I'll just give a rundown of what I did. Okay. You put some onion, chopped up onion, as much as you want or as little as you want. There's no measurement. And some minced garlic. You can mince up your own fresh garlic or you can get it out the jar. I just added like a teaspoon and a half because I don't do a lot of garlic. Okay. Stir that up in oil. Make sure you put oil first and let that heat up a little bit. Put the onion and the minced garlic and then stir it around for about a minute or two. Let it get that fragrance because you can smell it after a minute or two. Then add in about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. It makes a good amount. But if you're having like 4 or more people, I would double it. Especially when it comes to my son because he eats a lot, but he's not here no more. So, yeah, 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Stir all that together and let it cook. And when it's partially done, the ground beef, add garlic powder to your liking. There's no measurements. Garlic powder, Italian seasoning, onion powder. So onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Add that to your ground beef. Stir it up. Okay, and if it's a lot of grease in there, drain it. If it's only a little bit, you can tilt the grease one side of the pan and just soak it up with a paper towel like they've been showing. But yes. And then once you're done with that, you want to put in just one can of diced tomatoes. And 1 jar, 24 ounces. It didn't say it, but it said 1 jar of your favorite pasta sauce. And when I saw her pour it in there, it looked like a 24 ounce. And that was perfect and plenty. So a 24 ounce, you can use Prego. You can use, I think it said Prego on there. No, you can use Prego. What else was it? Ragu, whatever you want. Just whatever brand you want, even the cheap brand. And you can use traditional meat flavored. You can use sausage and garlic flavor, whatever they got out there. You can use whatever you want, okay? A pasta. Oh, wait a minute. And then after that, so you put the 1 can of diced tomatoes, the 24 ounce jar of spaghetti sauce, 2 cups of, start out with the half a cup of heavy whipping cream, the heavy cream, just half a cup, and then 2 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups, okay? Now, you mix that all together. Now, if you double it, you want 4 cups of chicken broth. And this is 4 cups. So you might need a second one or a small can, because throughout the cooking process, because once you put all that in, you're going to stir it up. Then you're going to put 2.5 cups of pasta. Okay? 5 cups if you're doubling it. But 2.5 cups is a little less than this one box. So I just poured the rest in. Then I put another cup in from here because I felt like adding a little extra pasta. Because 2.5 cups wasn't enough for me. Okay? So, or if you just wanted to do, instead of the 1.5 ground beef, just go straight to 2, which I might next time, because I usually wrap my meat up in 2-pound increments anyways when I get the big roll. But I only did the 1.5, but I might do 2 pounds next time. But just increase a little bit, like the whipping cream, you could increase just a tiny bit, a smidge, because you added about 0.5 pound more of ground beef, So, yeah, put the pasta in there, 2.5 cups, or you can add a little more. And then throughout the cooking time while you're stirring it, you can add more chicken broth as you need it, because it's going to start to get a little dried out. So it looks like enough, it covers the thing, but it's going to get a little dried out before it's done. So you add a little more as needed. Just add a little bit as needed. And you think it's, how do I know how much I need? I don't want to have too much liquidy at the end, but as you're cooking and see it, you'll know. You'll know. I had the same questions, but I knew. Okay? And I said cook it to the time the box of pasta says cook it at, but that doesn't necessarily work. Mine said 10 to 11 minutes. 10 minutes didn't work. They were still in the middle of being soft and hard. So I gave it 5 more minutes. It was a lot softer. And then I gave it like 3 or 4 more minutes, and it was perfect. So all in all, it was almost 20 minutes. So, just cook it until your pasta is nice and soft. That's how I say. Okay? Just until your pasta is nice and soft. Okay? And then at the end, when it's done, when you're going to bring it to a boil, then yes, you do want to turn it down. It does not say in the video to turn it down, but you do. You don't want to keep it at high or 9 where you were trying to, because you got to boil it first. Then you want to cover it, but you want to turn it down. I would turn it down. I had it on 6, but I might turn it down to 5 or 4, like you're simmering it. Okay? Like you do when you're doing hamburger helper or tuna helper, you turn it down to simmer. Yeah. But when you're done, when it's done, turn it off. Add some pizza blend cheese. If you don't want to add that kind, you can add your own kind. Because pizza blend is white and yellow cheese. So if you want to add some mozzarella and some shredded cheddar together, or Mexican and mozzarella, or just Mexican, do whatever you want. But it says pizza blend, but you don't have to. Okay? And I made some biscuits with it. You can make some garlic toast with it, which would have sounded good because it's lasagna pasta. That's what it's called. But you can use garlic bread. You can use biscuits. You don't have to use anything. You can add some vegetables to the meal near the end so they get hot. Or you can just cook it in the microwave or on the stove and put it to the side on your plate. Or you can have no vegetables. I usually like to make vegetables, but I haven't lately. Plus, there's diced tomatoes in there. I think that's a vegetable, right? So, yeah. And it's on Instagram. That's where I found it. 1 pot creamy lasagna pasta. Now, you can look it up. You can click the magnifying glass search button and search that recipe up, and you'll probably find the person who posted it. Or you can just follow my video here. Or, once again, if you're following me on Instagram, which is angelbabygirl77, or if you want to follow me, or if you already are, you can ask me to send it to you, and I'll DM it, direct message it to you on Instagram. Since if you're part of Instagram, you know that you can't share it on your page. If you want to share something you see on there, you have to share it to an individual person. So I can do that. And I think sometimes it lets me share to Messenger. I'm not sure the last time I tried it didn't, but one time I did before and it let me, so I don't know. But yeah. Or if it doesn't let me share other than Instagram, then I am not sure how else to get you the recipe if you're not on Instagram. But just follow this video. Yeah. You can go on my timeline. And I'm thinking on my timeline, if you search something, the post will come up. So if you search one pot creamy lasagna pasta, this live probably will come up. So I'm going to definitely try this. I'll try it later tomorrow after the video gets further down. I'm going to put it in the search bar on my timeline and see if it comes up. But yeah, so I just wanted to repeat that for some people who didn't get it. Okay, you can pause it in between. If you're writing it down, you can pause it. Okay, but the only thing that has measurements is 1.5 pounds of ground beef, half a cup of heavy whipping cream, and 2 cups of chicken broth plus more to add as you're cooking. So 2 cups of chicken broth at the beginning, stir it up, let it cook. Every few minutes you stir it, you check and see if it needs a little bit more chicken broth. Okay, and 2.5 cups of pasta. If you want to add a little more pasta, fine. Because 2.5 cups is almost this whole box. It leaves a little bit at the bottom, so you might as well just dump the whole box in. That's what I'm suggesting. Since there's only probably like a small handful left, you might as well dump this whole box in. When it says 2.5 cups, just dump the whole box in. And then if you want to add a little bit more from another box, it's up to you. Okay? But I would just add the whole box because there wasn't much left. But if you want to double it, then, double it from there. You might as well, if you're going to double it, you might as well put 2 whole boxes. There's only a little bit left. So you might as well dump 2 boxes in. And it will be 4 cups of chicken broth. So it'll be a whole thing of this because this is 4 cups. 4 servings, 1 cup apiece. But you might need a second can. You might need a can or another one of these to add as you're cooking. You won't need the whole thing. You probably won't need more than... I had 2 cups left, and I still got some in here. So I probably didn't use more than a cup more. So if you had just a can of chicken broth, that would probably be fine on top of one of these. So let's see what else. That's it. So I will post pictures tonight. Hey, Shannon, you came on right at the end, right after I cooked it. It's done, and I repeated the recipe. So if anybody wanted to know the measurements, how to do the steps to do it, so yes, but I will show you the picture. That's what it came out to look like. Okay? Shoot. Oh, I almost burnt my biscuits. Shoot, guys. Had to take it out with this because my oven mittens, I think they're in the room and I didn't feel like I'll get them. Okay. Yes. They're still kind of soft, but they would have got overburnt. But they're a lot darker than I used to. A nice golden, but this is dark. See, they got really dark. Okay? But they just came out. So, how are you doing, Shannon? How has your day been going? Oh yes, Shannon, I did say it at the beginning of the video, but if you didn't come on, I was going to send you a message. Thank you so much for that vegetable chopper. Oh, I've been needing one. I had one, but it got left in storage in West Virginia. And I hadn't even opened that one yet, but I really need it. It'll help me cut onions, tomatoes, bell peppers, and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll help. I thank you so much for that, Shannon. I know, Shannon. What you're gonna have to do now is you're gonna have to call like a disability lawyer. There's a lot of them around. Start the disability process, and your spine doctor. Because I'm talking about a pain doctor, but you said it's called a spine doctor. Um, have them use the records from there to help with your disability case. Because I know this was your first visit. And being it's your first visit, I don't know if they said anything about it's not a good idea to work. Did he say anything about that? About it's not a good idea to work? Or that didn't come up yet? Because if that didn't come up yet, that should be asked. But it was the first visit, so they're just starting to check out things. You know how it is. They look at everything, and then sometimes they can give you I think it might be, but we need to run some more tests, and then they need to run some X-rays, MRIs, like you said, and different things to see what's going on. The first visit ain't gonna know everything, but I don't know if they said anything about you should not be working or you should. Okay, but just to let you know, if you do get a disability lawyer, the doctor you went to see, the spine doctor, definitely will be using their records to show what's really wrong with you. Will definitely help for sure. Yeah. When I did my disability, if I would have probably waited until, because I had done it too early. If I would have waited till after I got my X-ray and MRIs, and then they saw that I was getting surgery on my back, then that might have helped. But they might have also said, well, you're getting surgery, so you should be better afterwards to be able to work. But as you see, Shannon, my lower back is still in a lot of pain. So the lower back surgery did not work. The upper one did, but the lower one didn't. And he told me it might or might not work. So you see, but once I can get a pain doctor, then I'm gonna, and I see them a few times, then I'll maybe apply for disability. But applying for it right now is going to do me no good, because I've only seen my doctor twice. She doesn't want me to see a pain doctor. She's the one that thinks if the medicine's working, just take it and don't worry about why you got the pain. So how is that going to help me with disability? So I actually want a pain doctor that has records on everything about me, so I've got to wait and do that. But anyways, yeah, you came in when I was just about done, when I'm done with the food. So I hope everything goes well for you, Shannon, and this doctor may be able to help you with disability, but just keep me posted on what they say. But they have to give me some kind of, when I do an MRI, they have to give me some kind of pill. It doesn't necessarily put me to sleep. It kind of relaxes you, because I am claustrophobic so freaking bad. I have been most of my life. I don't know about my childhood, but I remember when I was 19 and we graduated from high school, we were supposed to have a party at one of my mom's. Well, he's a reverend at a church, but he's also a lawyer. This was so long ago. He was married to a different woman, but they lived in Dumfries in a fancy big house, and they said we can come have. And he's the one that, since he's a lawyer, he's the one that did my mom's divorce from my real dad. So we were real good friends with them. So they said we could have our graduation party over there, and it was for me and my brother. So when we went over there, first we had to stop by the party store, and we picked up a whole bunch of balloons that we had ordered for the party, that my mom had ordered. And it was so many balloons, and I think we had a minivan. I think. I can't remember. I think we did. But there were so many balloons and it was so crowded in the car with the balloons. There was one point I screamed, Mom, you got to pull over. She was like, what the heck is wrong? I was like, I can't breathe, these balloons. But then I tried to calm down and I rearranged the balloons and I tried to breathe as she was driving there because the balloons, I about almost had a heart attack. Not literally, but because I am so claustrophobic, I can't. Like, I just can't. Like, if I don't like to sleep with my bedroom door shut. Nope. But I don't mind it shut for a little while sometimes. But, like, let's say the door was shut and I got locked out and I was stuck in my room and I didn't have no way to get out. Oh, I would freak out. Just like on a roller coaster. When I'm on a roller coaster, I'm fine because I know we're just. But if, like, the roller coaster got stuck and I couldn't get out of the stuff, especially if it's ones that come over the head, not the ones that just come across your stomach. Those aren't bad. But if they come over your head like this and stuff, I would freak out and start screaming because I'm stuck in camp. So, yeah. So I'm terribly that bad of claustrophobic. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I'm going to end this live the way I end all lives. And I will post pictures tonight of what the food looks like. So I thank you guys for coming on. And if you want to talk to me some more about, anything, Shannon, you can always continue to text me, okay? You have a good night too. If you ever want to talk and I'm not on the live, we can always text. Just send me a message and we can talk. Well, you know that because you send me a message whenever you want to say something. So, yeah. But anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you who came on here. And I appreciate anybody who comes on here later to watch the replay. And I want y'all to stay positive. I love you guys. And I'll see you in my next video tomorrow, which will be 1:30 again. 1:30 p.m. Central. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So it will be on this page, Elizabeth Gibbs, because today I went on my Elizabeth's Life for my afternoon live. So tomorrow is Elizabeth Gibbs. And Instagram, AngelBabyGirl77. So it'll be Instagram and this page, 1:30 p.m. Central. And of course, Thursday will be Elizabeth's Life. And then since Friday, going back on this page ends on Friday, that means Friday, the only live I'll do is 5:36, whatever time I choose. It may be earlier because my husband's home. But, yes. So yes. But, I wanted to say it. I forgot to say it during this afternoon's live, too. And do good vibes if you're not a prayer person or a religious person. But if you are, please pray with all your heart. My husband, Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning, he's going to an interview for a better job. It's with Via, that's our bus. But he's not being a bus driver. He's going to work at the place where they are. I think it's cleaning up the place. He said something about maybe driving one of their pickup trucks to drive around to the bus stops, and they have a like trash can that's chained to the thing so people can put their trash in while they're at the bus stop. But somebody has to drive around to them and pick up the trash bags when they're full and put in new trash bags. So but he's working overnight, so I don't know if they have, because I've seen guys drive around collecting the trash during the day too. So I don't know something, but he'll be making $17 an hour instead of the $14 he's making now. So, but the only thing I'll have to get used to is he might be getting paid every 2 weeks instead of weekly. So I got used to the weekly thing. But anyways, but yes, I just wanted to mention, please pray for him. I see there's a second person on here. If you're on here, come down and say hi, even though this is about over. I just wanted to mention this last thing. But yeah, please pray for my husband or give good thoughts that, he gets the job. I'm got to be positive about it. And I'm pretty sure because when was it? This past Friday, the 12th, in the morning, while we were waiting for our Sam's order to be delivered, he applied for this job because he'd been saying it. And I told him, because he's got a guy at work who's the master mechanic. His sons work for VIA and said they make good money. So he'll always go up higher. But he applied and he was kind of like, ugh, because they wanted all your past job history in the last 10 years. So he had a lot to put down, but luckily his wonderful, beautiful, amazing wife had all his past jobs since I've known him written down on a piece of paper. I wrote all his jobs down in order. I write the dates he worked there, the supervisor, the phone number, the address, what he did. Well, he knows what he did at each job, but and what he got paid to start and what he got paid to end. And if he didn't get paid a different rate, then I just put that one rate. But I wrote all that down for him so he can't forget, because he's always forgetting. I don't know. But I wrote all that down for him. His wonderful wife that does that for him, keeps track of everything. So he applied, and then when was it? Was it Saturday? No, it might have been later Friday, because I don't think they'd call him on a weekend. But I think that same day later on. Yes, later on Friday, because he went to the gym and I went straight to Walmart to go shopping because I was behind in my day and stressed out. When he was coming in Walmart, he was on the phone with Via. They had already called him and asked him some questions and told him about the hours and does he still want to the job and blah, blah, blah. He said yes, yes, yes. So then they called him yesterday, I think it was, to set up the interview, and he does Friday at 9 because he's off Friday. So he did that. So they're moving forward fast. So he could get an answer to this job in about a week since he applied. So that's pretty good. So I'm crossing my fingers, but it's an overnight job. It'll either be, what do you say, 11 to 8, 10 to 7, or 9 to 6, something like that. But the only problem is about that, well, it's not a problem, but that means every night I gotta sleep without him in the bed. I know, but when you're used to sleeping with somebody and then they're working overnight, you're not, and then he'll come home and want to go to sleep. Maybe I'll lay in the bed with him for a little while he's in bed. But I'm usually out in the living room in the morning watching my show. But it's okay. I'll get over it. So, yes, I'm hoping he gets it. Yes. So, I'll keep y'all posted. I don't know if they'll give him an answer Friday or will he have to wait for an answer. Sometimes they'll tell you, all right, thank you. We got a few more people to interview. We'll give you a call back in about a week to let you know. Or sometimes they'll say you got the job right after the interview. It all depends. So we'll see. All right. And I'll keep y'all updated on that. All right. So I'll talk to y'all guys tomorrow on my live on this page, Elizabeth Gibbs. YouTube, it will be on Elizabeth Gibbs if you're following me there. If not, you can come over and follow. So Elizabeth Gibbs, or Instagram, AngelBabyGirl77. Man, this meal, I'll tell you, it doesn't take long because ground beef does not take long to make. The rest of the meal you put, it does not take long to make. It's easy to put together. It's one pot. The only reason it's an hour and a half because of my blabbering mouth. And, so, yes, so we'll go. So that's it. But, yes, I love you guys. Have a good evening. And I'm going to go sit down and eat this yummy food. And I'll post pictures later on it. All right? So y'all have a good evening. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.